All right, so match day 20 in Serie A.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Definitely crazy. I mean, every single point just matters so much at this point.
Right, like every team,
Yeah, you know.
whether they're fighting for the Scudetto or, trying to get into a Champions League spot or even,
Yeah,
just trying not to get relegated.
absolutely. You're right. Every team has something massive at stake.
Yeah. So let's start off
Okay.
with the team that just seems to be like head and shoulders above everyone right now, and that's Napoli.
Right.
Um, they they absolutely cruise past Hellas Verona with a 2-0 win.
Yeah. Another.
Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia
Osimhen just keeps doing it.
just adding to their
Yeah.
goal
Mhm.
tallies. I mean,
It's amazing to watch
it really is.
every week.
It's not even just the scoreline, it's just how they're winning.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. It's like they're not just winning, they're controlling these games.
They really are.
Um, Osimhen, like his movement is just creating chaos for other teams' defenses.
Yeah.
He's pulling players out of position. It just opens up all this space for Kvaratskhelia.
Right.
And then he takes advantage. It's really like watching a perfectly choreographed attack.
It really is. Like they
Right.
know exactly what they're doing
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of intense matchups, we got to talk about the Derby della Mole.
Oh, yeah.
Torino and Juventus just battling it out.
Yeah.
And they end up with a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
What a game.
What a game that was.
I mean,
Juventus went ahead early thanks to Vlahovic, but,
right.
Torino never gave up.
They did not.
They just kept fighting and fighting. And that's the beauty of the derbies, right?
It really is.
Sometimes the form book goes out the window.
Exactly.
You can't predict these things.
Yeah, and Torino's manager, I mean, he clearly had a plan, to disrupt how Juventus like builds up their
Yeah.
play, pressing high forcing mistakes and
Yeah.
I mean, Sanabri's equalizer.
Late in the game.
It was late. Yeah, it was like
So exciting.
it was just like a reward for all that pressure that they kept putting on.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that both sides came away with such different feelings
Oh, absolutely.
about that draw.
Yeah, yeah. Juventus was like, man,
Yeah.
we should have won that.
We were up. We let it slip away.
Yeah, exactly.
Torino was like, we fought back. We got a result.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay, so then we had Udinese and Atalanta, and this match ended in a goalless draw.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh my gosh, was it not boring?
Yeah.
I know a 0-0 scoreline, you're thinking, okay, this is a snooze fest. But no,
No. This was a tactical masterclass.
it was.
It really
It was
was.
like watching two chess grandmasters just trying to outmaneuver each other.
Absolutely.
Atalanta, known for that super aggressive high press.
Right.
And then Udinese comes out and they're just like a brick wall.
Yeah. Incredible discipline.
So organized.
and organization just to shut down Atalanta's attack. It was amazing.
Neither team was giving an inch.
Nope.
So it's a fascinating stalemate.
It really was.
Like you said, a masterclass.
Yeah.
Okay, get this. Bologna and Roma. Give us a 6-goal thriller.
Oh, man.
Who needs caffeine when you've got a game like that?
Right. I mean, talk about excitement.
Back and forth action, like crazy stunning goals everywhere.
Yeah,
It ends 2-2, but wow, could have gone either way.
absolutely. I mean, a roller coaster of emotions for both sets of fans.
Oh, for sure.
Orsolini and Barrow were so clinical for Bologna.
They really were.
Abraham and Pellegrini showing their class for Roma. But what really stood out to me was the midfield battle.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams were just so aggressive trying to win that second ball, and it led to some amazing end-to-end stuff.
I bet.
It was great.
So Inter Milan, they pull out a hard-fought 1-0 win against Venezia.
Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez the hero for them, but man, did Venezia make them work for it.
Yeah, they did.
The entire time, I was just like, is this the moment?
Is this...
Is Venezia going to tie it up?
Yeah, you could see Inter's frustration growing as the match went on. They had most of the possession.
Right.
So Venezia's defense was just so resilient.
Yeah.
And I mean, Inter's quality finally won out in the end.
Right.
But, it was a reminder that there are no easy games in Serie,
No.
especially against teams that are, battling relegation.
Right. They have everything to play for.
They do.
Okay, so then we had one of the biggest shocks of the weekend.
Yeah, tell me about it.
AC Monza.
Oh my gosh.
They stunned Fiorentina with a 2-1 win.
I'm still trying to process this one.
I know, I am too.
Really?
But Monza, what a performance.
Yeah, they really made a statement. I mean, their midfield was controlling the tempo. Copani and Chirio were just dangerous every time they went forward.
Yeah.
And they defended so well as a unit.
Yeah.
I mean, Fiorentina just never really got into the game.
No, they didn't.
And, it just shows you how competitive Serie A is.
It does.
And how any team can cause an upset on their day.
That's the thing about this league. It's like anyone can beat anyone.
On any given day.
So Genoa also picks up a crucial 1-0 win against Parma.
Yeah, big win for them.
Retegui with the decisive goal.
Yeah.
This was a must-win game for Genoa.
Absolutely, a 6-pointer right there.
And they delivered.
Yeah, you could just feel the tension in that match.
I bet.
Every challenge, every loose ball was a battle.
Yeah.
Genoa just happened to be more clinical in front of goal,
Right.
and that's what made the difference.
So to wrap up this first half of our deep dive into match day 20, we got to talk about Lazio drawing 1-1 with Como.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody saw this coming.
Nope.
Lazio dominated possession. They created chance after chance, but
Just couldn't break through.
they could not break down that Como defense.
You got to give it to Como. They defended heroically.
Yeah.
They frustrated Lazio's stars, and they even managed to get a goal themselves.
Against the run of play.
I mean, it's a massive result for Como.
It is.
And, maybe a wake-up call for Lazio
Yeah, for sure.
a little bit.
All right, so that wraps up the first part of our deep dive of match day 20.
Yeah.
We saw upsets, we saw thrillers,
Just saw it all.
and we saw some teams really cementing themselves in the table
Yeah.
where they want to be, and some teams,
Some teams, not so much.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back to talk about some of the standout individual performances from this crazy match day.
Sounds good.
Just goes to show you, in Serie A, anything can happen, right?
Absolutely.
But looking at the bigger picture,
Yeah.
we saw some really interesting performances from individual players this match day.
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Where do we even begin?
We got to start with Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a force of nature for Napoli.
He has.
And his goal against Hellas Verona was just another example of his incredible instincts.
He's a goal-scoring machine.
Yeah, he's not even just a goal scorer. He's like a complete forward. He can hold the ball up, run in behind link-up play with his teammates.
He's got it all.
He really does. It's giving defenders nightmares.
I bet.
For sure.
And speaking of Napoli, we got to talk about his partner in crime,
Oh, yeah.
Ivica Kvaratskhelia.
That guy is electric.
He's so fun to watch.
His creativity, his dribbling skills.
Looks like magic.
It really is. I mean, his vision is exceptional.
Yeah.
He sees passes that other players just don't even see, and his ability to unlock defenses with like a single pass or just a little moment of brilliance.
Right.
That's what makes Napoli so dangerous.
It really is.
Together, they form one of the most dangerous attacking duos in all of Europe.
No question.
I mean, it's amazing.
All right, so let's talk about Antonio Sanabria's late equalizer in the Derby della Mole.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about clutch.
So clutch, he kept his cool under pressure and just snatched a point for Torino.
He did.
I mean, that goal was just a testament to his awareness and his composure.
It really was.
He was in the right place at the right time.
Right.
And he finished perfectly. I mean, it was a moment that could really galvanize Torino for the rest of the season.
It could, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still thinking about Lorenzo Pellegrini's free kick for Roma.
Oh, yeah.
That was world class.
Absolutely world class.
I mean, the technique, the placement.
Unbelievable.
It was a goal that was worthy of winning any match.
Yeah. Pellegrini is a magician with the ball at his feet.
He really is.
He can create something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And that free kick was just a perfect example of that.
It really was.
It's a shame that Roma couldn't hold on for the win.
Yeah.
But that goal, I mean, people are going to be watching replays of that for years to come.
Oh, for sure.
It was amazing.
Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and look at the league table after this wild match day 20.
Okay.
Napoli's still sitting pretty at the top,
Yep, still in control.
but the race for those Champions League spots,
Yeah.
I mean, it is heating up.
Oh, yeah. It's a real dogfight for those top four positions.
Yeah.
You've got several teams separated by just a few points.
Right.
So every match is absolutely crucial.
Everyone.
I mean, we're going to see a lot of twists and turns before the end of the
Do
season.
you think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the other end of the table,
Oh, okay.
the relegation battle.
Yeah, just as intense down there.
Oh, yeah. Teams are fighting for their lives.
I mean, every point is precious in that fight for survival.
It is.
You know, we're seeing some teams show real grit and determination,
Yeah.
while others are struggling to find any kind of consistency.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nail-biting finish to the season at both ends of the table, that's for sure.
At both ends.
Absolutely.
So as we kind of start to wrap up our deep dive into match day 20, what are your biggest takeaways? What should our listeners be looking out for in the coming weeks?
I think the main takeaway is that this Serie A season is like more unpredictable than ever.
Really?
Yeah, there's no clear-cut favorite for the Scudetto, and the race for the European places is wide open.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of underdogs, punching above their weight, which is always exciting.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so what else has caught your eye?
I'm really intrigued by the tactical evolution we're seeing this season.
Oh, yeah.
Managers are constantly adapting and innovating.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a much greater emphasis on pressing quick transitions and positional flexibility.
Interesting.
It's making for some really interesting matches.
That's awesome. And for our listeners who might be newer to following Serie A,
Yeah.
what's one thing that you think they should keep in mind?
Just be prepared for the unexpected.
Okay.
I mean, this league is full of surprises, and any team can beat any other team on their day.
It's true.
It's a league where passion and tradition run deep,
Yeah.
but it's also a league that's constantly evolving.
So true.
So buckle up and enjoy the ride.
I love it. It sounds like we're in for quite a ride as we head to the finish line.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I always love to end these deep dives with a good prediction.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to pick one team that you think could make a surprise push in the second half of the season, who would it be?
That's a tough one.
I know, right?
But you know what? I'm going to go with Monza.
Monza. Okay.
I think they've shown that they can hang with the big boys.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, that win against Fiorentina wasn't a fluke.
It wasn't.
They've got a really solid tactical foundation, a dynamic attack,
Right.
and they're hungry.
They're hungry to prove themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if they can keep up that intensity and avoid any major injuries,
Right.
I think they could be a dark horse for a European spot.
I like it. Bold prediction,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. You never know.
So as we look ahead, is there anything else that's really catching your eye?
I'm really interested to see how these tactical battles between the top teams develop.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've seen some really fascinating approaches this season,
Yeah.
like Napoli's fluid attacking movements and
Right.
Atalanta's high pressing intensity. I think as the stakes get higher, we're going to see even more innovation and adaptation from the managers.
You think so? So basically you're saying anything could happen.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So for our listeners who are, glued to their seats following this crazy Serie A season, what's one thing that you would tell them to keep in mind as we head into this final stretch?
Don't take anything for granted.
Yep.
This league is full of surprises,
Yeah.
and every single match has the potential to totally flip the script.
It really does.
So yeah, expect the unexpected, embrace the drama, and savor every moment because this is Serie A at its best.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, so that just about wraps up our deep dive into this thrilling match day 20. I mean, what a weekend. It was a reminder of why we love Serie A.
For sure.
The passion, the tactical battles, the unpredictable storylines, and the moments of brilliance.
It's got it all.
It's got it all.
It never fails to deliver.
And with so much still left to play for, I think we can expect even more excitement in the weeks and months to come.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, everyone. Until next time, keep diving deep into the beautiful game